Help me understand where did this phrase come from, and why does it have to? I mean, why are you doing this? Because when you approach a woman doing a live hit on TV and you say something like that, it could be interpreted as a threat, to sexually assault someone. I mean, you do understand that, right?
Well, I don't look at it that way. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. When I see them, I laugh at them. I think that they're hilarious. I don't think that they promote rape or sexual assault.
But you're saying F her right in the P. I mean, how else is one supposed to interpret that?
Right, yeah. Well, the people who find it funny, they're laughing at it because you're not supposed to say that on television.
Okay.
That's why it's so funny. You're on live TV. You do not say those two words. There's no way. And then for somebody to run up and do it in the middle of a live shot is very, very funny.
Okay,
but,
so it's just you're claiming that it's not against women. It's just the rebellious act to say bad words on TV.
Pretty much, but it's not just the women reporters. There's also male reporters, and there's also a lot of video on YouTube of women running up to male and female reporters saying it. So it's not just male.
But the words have meaning, John, and when you say F her right in the P, I mean, how else is a woman supposed to interpret that?
How else are you supposed to multiply? There's no other way for a male and a female to do it and multiply. That's how we are here.
Okay, Stefan has a question here, my co-host.
Yes, I have a question for you. Instead of saying what you're saying in the name of freedom of speech, why don't you say stop hunger in the world?
You're talking to, by the way, one of the most controversial radio personality in Quebec, Stéphane Gendron here. So he's not going to shy away from bad words. But if he's questioning this, John, you got to wonder, I mean, can't we come up with some other way to advocate for free speech?
Exactly. The basic question to you, my friend, is do we promote free speech by saying that? It's just, what's the positive conclusion for that, when we're closing the lights at night?
Well, it kind of turned into a free speech thing because I guess here lately the police and businesses are wanting to fire their employees. Police are wanting to prosecute people for saying a word. But freedom of speech is supposed to protect unpopular speech. And I know that there are people that don't like the FHRITP, and there are some people that do like the FHRITP. I don't think that they should get punished legally or anything. It'd be like if I didn't like the word cheese. So every time somebody says cheese, I think they need to get fined or arrested because I don't like when people say it.
But John, again, I mean, I'm trying to be somewhat sympathetic here, but when you go up to a female who's doing her job, who's in the middle of a live hit, who's working, and you say F her right in the P, that's more than just a cry for censorship. What those words mean together, when you put them together, can sound very threatening. And you have to understand the anxiety that you and your bros cause when you go up to a woman and you say something like that. It's incredibly unnerving and scary. Do you not understand that?
I don't think it is a threat at all. I think it's just funny.
But it sounds like a threat if you don't have the context of whatever your movement is about. If you don't have that context, it sounds like a threat and it sounds like a potential crime. Do you understand that? Because I'm in the media business and I'm going to give you a piece of advice, John Cain.
Okay.
I want you to go on YouTube tomorrow. And as the creator of this movement, I want you to say, that's it. Enough is enough. It got out of hand. It is interpreted as a threatening gesture by women all across the world. It has to stop. And I want you to come up with something else that's going to replace it, okay? That is not geared only towards women or with the P thing at the end, not geared towards any minorities. Make it something generic. If you want to protest something, if you want to advocate for free speech, make it in a way that doesn't target women or minorities. Come up with another thing tomorrow, throw it on YouTube, and I promise you might save face here because it's gotten out of hand and it has to stop.
I don't know. I'm not going to do that. I think it's funny. Also, I think our biggest supporter is Katy Perry. You can actually go to Katy Perry's Facebook page and go to her photos and see a picture of her and Fred, and she wrote it on herself saying twins. She's got 75 million followers on Facebook, and she's a fan of it.
So if Katy Perry likes it, then it must be worth doing.
But she's a woman. She ain't offended.
Okay. There's no way I can convince you to end this thing tonight?
Oh, absolutely not. There's no way I would. I'm not anybody's boss. If they want to continue doing it, they can. If they want to stop, they can. It doesn't matter. All I'm doing is watching TV, and if somebody says it on TV while I'm watching it, I'm going to laugh, but then go on about my life. So because of that, this is what I do full time now.
And this is what you want your legacy to be? This is what, when you have children, this is what you want to say? This is what Dad did to make his money?
Oh, absolutely. That'd be awesome. But yeah, look what I did.
Really?
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, John. Have a good night.
Yeah, you do.
Thank you. But you know, it's a social media thing. Eh? There's a lot of people like this guy.
And he's proud of it. I'm speechless, really.
There's a public for
I tried
that,
to convince him. I tried to convince him to end this stupid thing, but I guess he's making too much money.
Do you know Buzz Bunny, the website Buzz Bunny?
No.
He's a humorist, a young humorist, and he's doing videos. To me, it's stupid videos, but he's got a crowd of followers.
The thing
Hundreds
about
of thousands.
It's crazy because people can really get so much attention these days for doing absolutely nothing and contributing nothing to society.
Exactly.
Off complete nonsense. He's making tens of thousands of dollars off of this. So,
but can I just add something?
Yes.
And it's related to the case, but it's different. You know the guy who lost his job at Hydro One?
Yeah.
Hydro One made a bad decision. It's ridiculous.
Okay, let's talk about that next because we're late for traffic. It's 9:16.
Catch the exchange